morning, welcome back to a new video. In this video we are at our green tractor and our blue one, actually both of them. So we're gonna be actually plowing our field today. So we gotta get that field done because it's starting to get green actually, and it's getting coming close to spring. So we need to plow it and then we need to cultivate it. Hopefully it's gonna be nice and soft for this season. Usually you plow in autumn and then plow it again, or usually don't need to plow it again in spring but just cultivate it. In autumn both of our tractors were not working, so we could not plow, but now we have one working perfectly fine, so we can plow. We have to do some changes though, because we are missing here these ones. These are kind of like, they call little apples. You see this one's just jiggling. It's supposed to be in like a little movable ball, and that ball holds it much tighter. In this case, for cultivating of course it didn't bother so much, but for plowing you do not want it to jiggle around and it can break further. So to repair it I need to take it off anyways. So we're gonna take the blue ones, kind of legs I want to call them, but yeah, and a few other things I think we need to take. Maybe not the pedal is broken, the one for stepping up, and we need to take the cylinder off and put on a steady one kind of. So yeah, let's get started. We abandoned the idea to take the parts from that tractor, since they're just so rusted in and it's gonna take us pretty much all day to swap them, and then I want to give the parts back to the blue tractor after, so it's kind of double work for no reason. Instead we're just gonna do it as it is, and I'm gonna measure the ones that are there, the little apple balls, and gonna buy them. They have them in stores. You buy them and then you weld around and it kind of seals it in, and that should hold it in. They are broken out the same way kind of before, but hopefully we can fix it. If not, then you could just, I'm gonna look in the scrapyard to buy these fully from some other tractor and have new ones. So yeah, let's go get the plow. I haven't touched this one as you saw, so we don't have a cylinder because our cylinder is not able to hold the pressure of plowing, so we're gonna use this one. And I have watched the tutorial, so I will try to see. My uncle explained it through the phone, but I don't really understood anything regarding adjusting the plow. So I'm just gonna follow an online tutorial, which was kind of more easier to understand than words. So let's go get the plow and see the first plowing, see how we can do it. So I did adjust the valves because, well, it was sounding a bit weird and we hadn't adjusted them since last time, and they were out of adjustment because I didn't adjust them with the decompression. I adjusted them other way around just to see if that was a problem back then. So finally I had that cleared up, and also it's leaking everywhere something, so I found where it's leaking. It's leaking on the overflow and the injectors. So I did change the bolts and the rings, the copper rings. Hopefully it doesn't leak. If it does leak, then probably need either new rings, new bolts, or the injector top thingies, the threads might be too worn. But I did tighten them really tight, so it must be the coppers that are letting the fuel leak. So let's get it started, go finish the plowing, because the day is nearly over actually.
This time it wanted to stop.
Yeah, after quite a while of work. So there's our field, all nice and plowed. It's not fully what we cultivated. Of course we cultivated just to smush up all that grass that was growing there, because it wasn't the best grass, so we wanted to refresh it. But that is plowed. Probably we can't plant it whole thing full anyways, but we'll see. We have some grains and we have corn. We can spread it around, like plant it more for animals. So yeah, we'll just plant a lot.
Plus we have some wildflowers that we want to, if we have enough, so we're gonna put that as well.
Which we can cut and give it to them. And yeah, I was rushing it to finish, that's why I have it a bit sideways as well. I didn't continue on the end or perfectioning it, because I don't have a temperature sensor, it's not connected. It has one, it's just not connected, so I didn't know how hot it was getting. It was blowing steam from the little kind of overflow pipe, so I was scared that it's getting way too hot. If it's blowing steam out, you know, it's over 100 degrees. It can go up to, I think, 130, and that's already a limit. 100 degrees is not where you want to get it, so I wasn't sure the temperature. I didn't want to keep running it, and yeah, it is a pretty warm day, so it does get pretty warm. It's an air-cooled engine, and they have a problem of overheating. If you overheat it, it can damage the engine. That's why I was just scared consistently. But other than that, the tractor is just working amazing. It's silent. It works perfectly. There's no lack of power. I was literally having gas pretty much halfway. It did not need more. I didn't want to try driving it in first gear. I was using only low gear, so because I don't want to break it. Low gear, it does it perfectly fine. First gear, you're just kind of braking the tractor, trying to go a bit faster. So yeah, we also wanted to get a hay roll today, but as I said, it was bitty hot, the tractor, and we need to connect the hydraulic cylinder and put on the fork. So it was just let it rest till tomorrow morning, and tomorrow morning we can do it.
We have enough hay, we have fed everyone, as you can see.
Yeah, everyone has fed. It's just like, it was like an extra job we could do.
Yeah, extra because it said it's gonna rain, but I'm not sure.
I don't think so. It's pretty blue sky. But yeah, let's see you when we cultivate this thing.
Yes.
So it's a week later roughly, and it's nicely dried up. Today was a really warm day. Don't mind the jackets. It's just 8:30 right now. It's quite late evening, but it was close to 20. I think in the sun it was 22 degrees say. So yeah, we don't want to put that stress on the tractor. The tractor is not that good at heating, cooling itself, because it is an air-cooled engine, not a normal engine. So yeah, we didn't want to stress it out in the day, so it's later in the evening. It's much better for the tractor. So yeah, let's get the cultivator and cultivate it quickly. And yeah, in like a week or two, we can start planting our vegetables already. So yeah, let's get started. So I think it did a pretty good job for doing it first time properly from scratch, and for doing it the last long time, because you're supposed to plow in autumn and then cultivate now. So for doing it wrong time, it turned out pretty good. I think all these giant chunks we can go over, and we have like another cultivator with a rail on it, and I think that rail will pull everything back, and we could pull it all back to one side at least, or let it sit for another week and then we'll go over it, because otherwise we're just gonna pick up the chunks. I mean, it's not really the biggest problem. I don't think it's gonna affect us that much. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty cool. Beautiful day. It was really warm in the tractor. I felt cold air coming in, so really nice tractor. It has a central heating system in it. But yeah, hope you enjoy. We're gonna see you next time. Bye bye.
I really like how it turned out, and if you're wondering the noises, there's a dog again.